We'd been practicing lockdown drills for years, but nothing prepares you for the real thing. The intercom crackled to life just as the second period bell rang. Principal Jensen's voice, usually calm, was strained and urgent. "Attention, students and staff, this is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Lockdown immediately." My heart sank as I looked at Mrs. Clark, our history teacher. She quickly turned off the lights and motioned for us to huddle in the corner, away from the windows and door. The room fell into an uneasy silence, broken only by the sound of our breathing and the occasional muffled whisper. Minutes felt like hours. My mind raced with fear and confusion. What was happening outside our classroom? Were we in real danger? My phone buzzed in my pocket, but I didn't dare check it. We had been instructed to remain absolutely silent. Suddenly, a loud bang echoed through the hallways, followed by a series of thuds. My classmates and I exchanged terrified glances. Mrs. Clark's face was pale, her eyes wide with worry. She put a finger to her lips, reminding us to stay quiet. The noise grew closer. Footsteps, heavy and deliberate, approached our door. A shadow passed the small window at the top, blocking out the faint light from the hallway. My breath caught in my throat as the door handle rattled, then slowly turned. The door didn't open. Mrs. Clark had locked it, but the handle continued to jiggle, as if someone was testing it. I squeezed my eyes shut, willing whoever it was to go away. After what felt like an eternity, the rattling stopped. The footsteps retreated down the hallway, and the silence that followed was almost deafening. We stayed huddled together, too afraid to move or even breathe too loudly. Time seemed to stretch endlessly. Finally, the intercom crackled again, and Principal Jensen's voice returned, trembling but trying to sound reassuring. "The lockdown is over. Remain in your classrooms until further instructions are given." We didn't move until Mrs. Clark finally stood and cautiously opened the door. The hallway was eerily empty, littered with scattered papers and overturned chairs. As we filed out, I noticed a dark stain on the floor just outside our door, a streak of something red that looked too much like blood. No one ever told us exactly what happened that day. There were rumors, of course, whispers of an intruder, of someone who had been caught or worse, escaped. But the truth remained a mystery, locked away with the silence of that terrifying morning. Even now, the memory haunts me. The sound of heavy footsteps, the rattle of the door handle, the darkness of the hallway. Every time I hear a sudden noise, I am transported back to that day, a chilling reminder of how quickly normalcy can shatter,